Hello, you are watching China in 60 Seconds with Shirley Yu. Today, the big excitement from China, of course, is the IPO announcement of Ant Group, or formerly we call it Ant Financial. Ant Financial was established in 2014 as an independent operating entity, but even way before that, Alipay, which is a part of Ant Financial now, started as a payment processing vehicle for Taobao, part of Alibaba Group. And the company is going to be evaluated at about $200 billion in market cap, and it's going to seek a dual listing in both Hong Kong and the Shanghai Star Board. And if the market valuation holds, Ant Group by itself, this fintech company, it's going to rank in the top 4 in terms of market valuation in Shanghai's A share, and it's going to rank in the top 6 in the Hong Kong H share. So it's definitely a big elephant in the room, and to have this sort of dual listing altogether for a private company, it's just never heard of in Chinese capital market history. And so it's going to suck inevitably a lot of capital, but I'm sure international capital are going to be just super excited to get into growth potential. And so just to give you a little bit of idea about Ant Financial within China, it's taken about 54% roughly of Chinese market share in the digital payment processing arena, and the rest is pretty much all done by WeChat Pay. And you might say, well, Alipay is a little over half of the market share. It's actually doing better than WeChat Pay, but I think we also have to put it in perspective, because WeChat Pay was born a decade later. And so from that perspective, we could also say that WeChat Pay has actually had a phenomenal growth over the past few years. And what's special about Ant Financial is that it's established a global partnership programs in the digital payment space, including partners in India, partners in Bangladesh, partners in Philippines, etc., etc. And you can see that Ant Group's global expansion footprint has very much focused on the emerging markets, very populous developing countries, some countries that are, perhaps jump-starting China's fintech development model. So with that, Ant Financial uses heavily blockchain platforms and in this company, if you look at the current shareholder lineups, we could say that roughly about 83% of the company's shares are still closely controlled by Alibaba Group and its affiliates. And Jack Ma himself owns about 8.8% of Ant Group, and that gives him a 50% veto power on the board. And so he's effectively still the controlling shareholder and the decision maker at the company, really. The 8.8% would roughly translate to about $16 billion. And so that would be a very nice retirement payout, I would say. So you are watching China in 60 Seconds with Shirley Yu. See you tomorrow.